This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 954 of Horse Tip Daily. A different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you, one day at a time. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip is an excerpt from the Horsemanship Radio Show. Show host Debbie Laux is joined by renowned thoroughbred trainer Sean McCarthy, who has some suggestions on how best to prepare for a career in the horse world, whether you aspire to be a hot walker or a handicapper. And we'll get right to our tip after this important message from Kentucky Performance Products.
This Nutrition Minute is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products, the company that simplifies your search for research-proven nutritional supplements at kppusa.com.
Spring is here, and so are pastures full of luscious green grass. Spring grass is high in vitamins, minerals, and sugar. Most horses have little problem adjusting to the changing sugar levels found in spring pasture, but for at-risk horses, grazing on sugary grass can lead to big problems such as colic or laminitis. By paying attention to daily temperatures and following a couple of simple rules, you can limit your horse's access to such sugar-laden grasses. In the spring and fall of the year, limit grazing or stop it completely when daytime temperatures are warm and nighttime temperatures are below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Under these conditions, the grass produces sugar during the day and it stores it in its leaves. At night, the plant transfers the stored up sugars to the roots and stems to fuel the growth. If the evening temperatures are cold, the grass will not make that transfer, and all of the sugar will remain in the leaves where it is readily available to your horse. In the summer, when days are sunny and nights are warm, it is safe to allow grazing in the early morning hours, but it should be restricted late in the afternoon or evening. This is because most of the sugar that was produced the previous day has been used for growth overnight. Therefore, the level of sugar in the leaves is low in the morning. But as the day progresses, the grass once again accumulates sugar in its leaves in preparation for nighttime growth. So later in the day, the more sugar-packed leaves become. Because grass is a great source of essential vitamin E, horses that are restricted from grazing, especially easy keepers and horses in hard work, may develop vitamin E deficiencies. Lack of vitamin E can result in sore, stiff muscles and neurological problems. Elevate Maintenance Powder from Kentucky Performance Products is an affordable way to provide your horse with the vitamin E missing from his diet. Each scoop provides 1,000 international units of natural vitamin E, and natural vitamin E is absorbed and retained in the tissues at a much greater rate than the synthetic vitamin E found in many feeds and supplements. Best of all, when you choose a Kentucky Performance Product supplement, you get a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
This Nutritional Minute has been brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. You can find all of their terrific products at kppusa.com.
Thanks, Sean McCarthy, for coming back and giving us a little bit more of your horsemanship wisdom. We'd love to hear more from you about what you think about the future of horsemanship, and a young person maybe getting into the industry might want to hear from you.
I think for young people out there who want to get into the racing industry, the first thing early on is to learn basic horse mastership, and that would include anything, if you're young and fortunate enough to be growing up on a ranch or something like that, then obviously that will be the start of it. But if you're an inner city kid or a suburban kid, get involved with FFA and 4-H and those kind of things, and get a basic good sense of horse mastership. And as you continue on, I would really suggest, especially in today's world, to go right on through university into college and get all that. I know when I was young, I knew what I wanted to do, and that's what I was going for. I wasn't worried about college, and college wasn't my thing really. But I would say today it's definitely important to do. There's many programs out there in great universities that do apply to this industry. in different facets, whether it's media or equestrian or whatever. So, look into those things, and then get yourself surrounded by good people. Try to get around the best people you can, and learn from them, obviously, and surround yourself with the best people in whatever avenue you decide to go through. And I think that's the best tip I can give you. Those things lead into great things because you acquire relationships along the way, and like any business, those relationships will parlay in the future for you and help you succeed down the road. So I think that would be my biggest point.
I think that's a great tip. We started the Monty's Equus Online University just for that reason, because we believe that there should be any more young people are looking online, or they're going to the colleges now to get that breadth and depth of horsemanship skills and science behind the skills. There's so much science in horsemanship these days with feeding and physiology. And we would love to have you on Equus Online University because we've got now up there every conceivable discipline, I think. And it is for this reason we knew going into the cloud and streaming it. So if you will, I would love to have you join us because we want to supply what you believe those young people need to learn from you and get into that industry.
Well, I'd sure love to do it. If we get the chance one day, Debbie, that would be a lot of fun. Sure would love to do that.
Thank you. Thanks, Sean. Okay, well, good luck at the races today. We wish you well.
Well, that about does it. For more tips on everything from apps for horse folks to zeroing in on half halts, you can go to horsetipdaily.com and look for the topics drop-down menu on the left. Listen to Horsemanship Radio at horsemanshipradio.com, or you can download the Horse Radio Network app for your iPhone or Android and have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network. Download it today. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. This podcast has been made possible through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. To learn how to become an official auditor and qualify for cool auditor-only perks, you can go to horsetipdaily.com and click on the Become an Auditor banner in the center of the page. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.